This 1965 Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe was owned by Carroll Shelby himself and driven by a number of racing legends, including Phil Hill, Derek Bell, John Morton, Danny Sullivan, and Brian Redman. Recently sold at Worldwide Auctioneers in Auburn, Indiana for nearly $1.5 million. However, this is not one from the first batch of the 6 coupes that were built. This Daytona, built in 1992, after Carroll Shelby had reached an agreement with re-owned expert Mike McCluskey to transform the already iconic Cobra Roadster into a Daytona coupe, the details of which were specified by Shelby, and for it to be enjoyed as a vintage racer when it was completed. It's my understanding that in total 21 Daytona replicas were built by McCluskey. Overall, not too bad of an investment considering its thorough history of vintage racing victories, its ownership of Carroll Shelby, and the overall extreme value considering there's only 6 original Daytona coupes in existence. When it comes to the Shelby Daytona coupe, it should be no surprise that it looks so close to the Ferrari 250 GTO. However, they are worlds apart, and to make a long story short, the AC Cobra could never outrun Shelby's longtime Le Mans rival Enzo Ferrari in his Ferrari 250 GTO. This is where the Shelby Daytona comes in. The Daytona would allow for higher top speeds where it counted on the track. The design worked very well, allowing the coupe to hit 190 miles per hour on the straights. The car's debut race would be the 1964 Daytona Continental 2000 at the famed Daytona International Speedway in Florida. Of the 11 races for 1964, the Daytona would move on to win 8. Today, the Daytona is best remembered for 2 consecutive GT class victories in the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1964 and 1965. At the end of the 1965 season, rule changes, however, left the Cobras pretty much obsolete for racing. In those 4 seasons, however, the Cobra built an impressive racing records on both sides of the Atlantic. As you would expect being a race car when it comes to convenience and creature comforts, there was none. The V8 Ford engines were derived from the ones that were used in the Fairlane and the Fairlane 500, but had a more aggressive camshaft, solid tappets, and ported heads. With an increased compression ratio and breathing through 4 twin-choke Weber carburetors, the 289-inch engine produced around 385 horsepower and could rev to an impressive 9,000 RPM. Just like the AC Cobra, the Daytona Coupe's rear axles were substantially beefed up to withstand the extra torque fed from the 4.7-liter V8. Tied to the most incredible racing history, the Daytona Coupe remains among the best-looking American race cars ever built.